What is up, gamers? That's a really untraditional intro. I'm just saying, I'm going in completely unscripted, so make sure to smash the like button, you feel me? But we're gonna be addressing a little bit of drama, a little bit of controversy in this video. You know, I haven't made a drama type video on this channel. You know, I wouldn't really consider myself a commentary channel myself, but you know what? If you guys like this video, maybe I'll start doing some commentary videos. Oh my god, I'll become the next Optimus. Oh my god. But for real though, we're going to be addressing a little bit of drama in the Loomian Legacy trade community specifically. Now you might be wondering what this drama is, because I'm aware that not everybody has Twitter. So, I'll be talking about it. Basically, perennial drama starter Lucky HD got into a little bit of a mess today. Because he was apparently lowballing people in Loomian Legacy. I don't know the exact details, because quite honestly, I don't really feel like doing a lot of research on it, because I have much better things to do than look into why people are getting mad at a YouTuber for, not offering high enough on virtual pixels, but I digress. But from what I could tell, he was doing like a thing where he started out with 1 GR and then traded for a week, I think, to see what he could get, and then he showed what he got, but then people were accusing him of lowballing for the stuff. So, you know, he's gotten called out for that, I guess. And Lucky HD is not the only person that's a big YouTuber who's been called out for this type of stuff in the past. You know, our mentee, you know, he was a prominent person to be called out for lowballing in the past. Ominous Nebula, he's, you know, when he was in the community, a lot of people called him a shark. That's basically what's going on. So the main issue is YouTubers lowballing. That's what I'm gonna start with. Personally, you know, I'm gonna look at both sides of the coin here. So, I think the main issue with the YouTubers lowballing especially is they have an influence. Now, I don't think they like to believe this, just because they're trying to trade like anyone else would. But whether they like it or not, they have influence because they are YouTubers. Now, what I mean by this is, say little Jimmy, right? He has a Gamma Gleaming Ikazune, and then our mentee, for example, offers him a Gamma Dusket for this Gamma Gleaming Reindeer Ikazune. Not a regular one, Reindeer Gamma Ikazune. Now, this would probably be considered an unfair trade by many people, because you could only get Gamma Reindeer Ikazune for a short amount of time in the Christmas event in 2020. But little Jimmy might not think that, because the way he might see it is, you know, say our mentee's his favorite Loomian Legacy YouTuber. His idol wants to trade with him his Dusket to him. And since he may think that our mentee is like his idol, right? He would maybe think, why would this person try to use, you know, deceptive trading tactics against me? And I'm not trying to say lowballing's deceptive, but it is you know, it's not fair, I guess, you could say. It's not something that's really looked highly of, as we can see from the community. But what I'm trying to say is little Jimmy might be inclined to accept this trade because our mentee is a YouTuber that he really likes, compared to a regular person that he doesn't even know offering him the same thing. He might not do it that way, but if our mentee does it, maybe he would, because our mentee is this YouTuber he looks up to. So you see what I'm saying? That's kind of what the problem is, and I know these YouTubers probably don't want to believe this, but it's the truth, and there's really nothing they can do about it. The only advice I would give to them is they could try trading on an alt so people don't know it's them, so they could, you know, use these tactics where they lowball and stuff. Now, I'm not trying to encourage lowballing, but I'm gonna get into my next point here. And this is really to the people that always accuse or make a big fuss about people lowballing in the trading community. like, let me ask you a question, right? Isn't lowballing what trading is? Like, when you trade, right, you know, you want to get bang for your buck. You know what I mean? You want to get a good deal. So people are going to be inclined to maybe try to lowball to see if they could get a better deal for what they're offering. And I guarantee you a lot of people do this. I know it's not uncommon. I know it's common in other games. The reason lowballing is a problem in Loomian Legacy in particular is because Loomian Legacy doesn't have a set value system, like other games, for example. Going off that point, another game I play on Roblox sometimes called Assassin, the devs of the game made their own value list for the game. Each rarity of knife has its own value, its own type of value, whatever you want to say. The event items, say a skeleton knife from a Halloween event, it's going to be worth more during Halloween events because that's when it's in demand, right? Just like how a gamma colored icicle might be of more value during a Christmas event just because that's when it was able to be found. And that's just kind of how demand works in trading. But what I'm saying is these knives in Assassin have their own set values, and even in the Discord server, there's a channel where you can vote on certain knives to be either raised or lowered or just stay the same in value. And I feel like if Loomian Legacy had something like this problem wouldn't be a problem. But there is no values in Loomian Legacy. Well, let me kind of explain. There are values, but they differentiate depending on really who you're talking to. For example, some people might offer or might demand 25 GR for a gamma dusket or gleaming dusket, while some people might demand 20 GR for a gleaming dusket. 20 GR, 25 GR, it varies between people sometimes. So this can lead people to feel like they get sharked or scammed when this happens. So I feel like a set value system made by the developers would help because, one, it's made by the developers, so it's more credible than, for example, Armenti's attempt at making one that I heard about, where people didn't get behind it because who is Armenti, right? Like, what authority does he have in the trading community? He's just a regular trader, so why should he be able to dictate values? That's what I'm saying. Maybe if developers got involved in it, it would help the situation. However, I don't think it would work at this point in time because the game has been out for nearly 3 years. And that's the problem. If this system were to work, it would have had to be applied right when the game came out. Shortly after the game came out, I should say. And then it probably would have worked. But because these people in Loomian Legacy have been trading the way they have for the past 2.5 years, right? I think it would be less likely to work, and that's why people probably won't get behind it, because I could just see a whole bunch of different problems being caused if this were to happen. Like, for example, say someone traded 25 GR for a gamma or a gleaming dusket, but the value list that Loomian Legacy makes lists a gleaming dusket at 15 GR. That person's gonna feel like, well, shit, I got completely scammed, right? And then it just causes a whole another issue of people feeling like they got sharked, scammed, lowballed, whatever, right? So the trading community is really in this impossible situation where they are stuck in this really valueless area where it's really easy to get scammed, lowballed, sharked, all that stuff. And of course, people are going to call out YouTubers when they do this because they are big figures and they don't think they should be doing that. However, lowballing is so common. It happens so much. So I think really YouTubers need to realize that their influence kind of plays a key part here, whether they want to believe it or not. And they just gotta live with it. And again, you know, like I said earlier, maybe they could try trading on an alt. That could probably work, to be honest, but we shall see. I think I covered everything I really wanted to touch bases with, so let me know what you guys think about the Loomian legacy trading community. And also let me know if you enjoyed this type of video, because, you know, if you do, maybe I can try doing more of these videos in the future. But with that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.